Rock and roll may live forever, but we only retire once. Kevin Lamour of Our Financial Plans and Quadris Investment Services offers a large range of financial solutions from some of the biggest leaders in the investment and insurance landscape of Canada. See how a solid financial plan built with friendly and professional advice can help. Find out more at ourfinancialplans.ca or give them a call at 705-949-1316. Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of the Lonesome Cowboy Podcast. And today I have on the line from the band VANCAMP is Calvin Bakelaar. How are you, Calvin?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Now, tell me all about VANCAMP, because I hadn't heard. I went searching for independent Canadian artists, and I hadn't heard about you guys before. So, but you're getting a lot of bloody attention, I'll tell you that.
It's been really fun lately. VanCamp is sort of my singer-songwriter project. I started writing the songs for VanCamp around maybe the October of 2020, so October of COVID.
Okay.
Looking for something to do, and I sort of was always a drummer and had decided, you know what, maybe it's time to branch out a little bit since I can't drum for anybody in person. So I started playing guitar and writing songs more seriously, and it pretty quickly took on the life that it's at now.
hmm
Lots of songs got written, and we released some music pretty quickly as well. So yeah, it's been a really cool process.
And your genre, I guess, and I hate labels and stuff like that, but they're there, and this is what it's all about anyway. So I guess
Yeah,
you'd still call yourself the folky, rootsy, country, whatever, bluegrass, whatever you happen to be in the mood for kind of thing, I guess, eh?
it really is. Yeah, I mean, we started as sort of a folk project that turned into indie folk because we had a full band and drums and electric guitars and stuff. But
hmm
lately, we've been sort of getting into that like folk pop, indie rock on some songs. Like it's kind of all over the place, and that's the beautiful thing about being independent is that we get to make whatever we want to make.
Well, there you go. And I guess I'm going to jump to one of my last questions, but you
Sure.
mentioned it, so I had to. In the
Yeah.
line, there's a line in your bio that
Hmm.
says something similar to that, and I'd like you to expand on it. Just let
Sure.
folks know where your brain is when you say stuff like that. As an independent artist, Van Camp has the freedom to follow the songs wherever they need to go.
Yeah.
Give me an example of that. Like, how does that, your independence let you do that kind of stuff?
Right. So the beautiful thing about how Bandcamp is set up is the project is mine.
Okay,
So I hire a band for every gig that we play,
nice.
unless I'm playing solo. But the band is usually the same. It's usually Caitlin, Warren, Sam, and John.
hmm
Um, every now and again, we've had to swap people out, but it's usually the same core four.
Sure.
And while they do have a role in writing their parts, they don't take any ownership of the music itself. I write all of the music and I bring it to them, and then we put the songs together.
Cool.
There's also no label telling me, hey, you have to create this song. Like we need something for TikTok. There's no, nobody's in my ear telling me what I need to write. And that was really what that line was just me saying, hey, I have this project that I feel passionately about and I really want to create music with. And I get to write whatever I'm feeling in the moment. I
hmm
mean, we're working on new music and a lot of it's like sort of indie rock, but like right now I'm writing a lot of weird pop songs that don't really fit in as well. So I'm excited to record them. I'm working with a buddy of mine. His name is Tristan
Yeah.
to write this new material. And yeah, it's like it's this beautiful passion project that I get to write whatever I want with, and that's sort of where that line came from.
Excellent. I like that. That's awesome. Um, Van Camp. I mean, other than an American brand of beans, I want to know where you came up with that.
Yeah. So I had a name previously, but it just didn't stick very well. Um, and I was sort of releasing a song. It's called November, and I was honestly on my way to visit my old hometown and thinking a lot about what am I going to call this project because I didn't want to use my full name. Um, it was literally like there was a sign on the side of the road that said VANCAMP, and I was like, oh, that looks good. So yeah, and being Dutch, I wanted to choose a name that had sort of like some connections to my heritage. So
That's true.
I
Well
didn't want to
done.
appropriate anything, and so it was like, well, hey, this is kind of a good fit. It works in this moment.
Sure.
It's one of those things where when you pick your name, you got to stick with it, right? And so I've stuck with it. Maybe it's not the best fit at times, but I like it. I think it's a good one.
Well, Calvin, I got a story for you because I had a band and I got my band name from a road sign also.
Let's
When
go.
we had a show band. We used to change costumes and do different periods and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Sweet.
So we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
I my wife was an American.
Hmm.
And we were traveling in North Dakota on I-94 going to visit family. And we came
Right.
by a sign that had, I think it said Exit 36, Buffalo, Alice. And I went,
Oh, that's pretty good.
that's the band name.
That's pretty good. I like that.
And I took a picture of the sign. So there you go.
Yeah, no, that's ideal.
Yeah.
It's great when it works out like that. It's like it was on a sign for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. That's just kind
Hmm.
of I'm sad that I tour solo and just under my name because
Yeah,
I don't get to put something really cool behind it. So, I did some snooping around and I noticed that you
sure.
work as a graphic artist.
I do. Yes.
Still doing that kind of stuff?
Absolutely, I am. Yeah, it's actually so for the last year and a half, I've kind of been doing full like freelance graphic design, web
Cool.
design. It's sort of the part of my life that funds the music in a lot of ways. But it's also something I'm really passionate about and really enjoy doing.
Good. That's great. I am a photographer. I had a
Sweet.
studio for 26 years downtown
Right.
and um, kind of fell into the design thing myself, but a little bit by accident. So a
Yeah.
course here and a course there, and I can design my own stuff. And now, and I've had the opportunity to make a couple of posters for a band here and there. So that's the
Sweet.
way I
Yeah.
look at it. Yeah, it's a fun thing to do, isn't it? Yeah. So
Well, it's a
you,
great skill to have, right?
yeah.
Like especially when you're in a band, like I usually create the designs for like my own posters, album covers, everything to do with that.
Hmm.
But my partner is also a really talented illustrator. And so I often will partner with her. She'll create some really cool illustration for me. We played a show at a bar called the Pig's Ear Tavern, and she created this amazing like pig party like illustration. And
Hmm.
I was like, that's great. So I put it all together, made a poster out of it.
Yeah, no kidding. And
Yeah.
if it turns out really cool, it makes for great merch too, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's done my merch too. Her name is Brooklyn, Brooklyn Stormy.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna have to go look at Brooklyn Stormy's work. I like to see that stuff. Um, you still do some work for bands and stuff like that,
Yeah,
Cal?
definitely.
Cool.
I've been designing on and off for bands. Like the thing about bands is you usually do the design work for free because everyone's trying to make it, right? And not a lot of money to go around. But my favorite design work has been with the Peterborough Folk Festival.
Oh, great.
I just put the poster together this year with Brooklyn's illustration.
Oh, by the way, you
And I also
forgot to put my
created,
name on there.
whoops, my bad. I'll
I'm
talk to
kidding. I
Ryan.
didn't. I didn't get in. Anyways, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're good. We developed a bunch of graphics for them this year, which is new. That was sort of one of my pushes. It was like we got to get our branding out there more
Yeah.
for the festival and get the dates out there as well. So
Hmm.
now
Hmm.
all of the artists have a graphic to go along with it that has the Peterborough Folk Festival branding, and it's on their Instagram and stuff. So just
Jeez.
trying to be smart with social media and those communications, the digital media stuff.
Good stuff. Excellent. So, just that little piece of artwork I'm looking at there on to my left,
Yeah,
your right. Is that your
uh,
partner's or yours? No, the one on the wall.
this one
Right there.
here.
That one there with the pitchforks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my partners. Yeah, yeah,
Very cool. Caught my eye right off the
yeah.
bat. Yes. And I do like the little sentiment though, community, not cuts. That's excellent.
Yeah, of
Excellent
course,
words.
of
Excellent
course.
words. So here's something weird, and this is what happens when you interview a guy that's old enough to be your grandfather. I don't really have an end goal with my music. Like a lot of people's
Mm,
careers, they have an end goal, right? I want to
yeah,
retire. And I've always
right.
said all I want to do is just make a living.
For sure.
And so, do you have an end goal? Like, you're a young guy. Like, you must say to yourself, can I do this for the next 30, 40 years? Can I not? Do I
Right.
want to? So, have you ever thought about it? What's the end goal?
It's honestly, it's a great question. When I started the project, I'd always had sort of like my childhood dreams, right? And I wanted to
Sure.
use the project to fulfill those. So right off the hop, I set like 5 year goals. One of the 5 year goals was to release a single. The other 5 year goal was an EP. And then another one was an album. So like those 5 year goals really accelerated my songwriting and made me practice, made me record. I had other 5 year goals like playing Mariposa Folk Festival, um, Peterborough Folk Festival. Like like there's these goals. So those are what accelerated and propelled me forward. I have never thought of an end goal, never once.
And I kind of have in a fleeting moment, and I kind of went,
Yeah,
yeah, whatever.
no, because I don't want it to end. I don't want it to be something that comes to an end because I enjoy it so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, no kidding. Um, yeah, I agree. And there's so much, people, I want to be a star. Well, what's that? You
Mm.
know, you know,
I don't think
I
people
don't, I
fully
don't want,
understand what that takes.
yeah. And they say, well, do you want fame? Well, no, I just want to be well known enough that when they hear my name, they want to go buy a ticket to see me.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of people have a trouble with that because it's like, geez, that's not very lofty. Have you seen the music business?
it's a tough business. And my observation just from being in it for about 4 years now
Hmm.
is opportunities are there, but there's not a lot of opportunity to earn a living. And unless you're willing, yeah, unless you're willing to make some serious changes to how you do music and allow it to still be something that excites you, as soon as you change things and as soon as it becomes not exciting anymore, what's the music for, right? So the opportunities are there, not a lot of opportunities to make a real living, not off the hop anyways, not as an emerging artist, not as an artist that's just starting out.
Hmm.
But if you make it what you want it to be, the money doesn't really matter.
Well, it does to me because I got to feed myself.
Yeah, just work 12-hour days.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's about it. But
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
good point though that you make. Because yes, if you want to make music work for you, learn covers, learn them really well, put a little
yeah,
bit of a show and a costume around it, and people will book the
yeah.
living daylights out of you.
Oh yeah.
Stick to your own guns with original music, and it's a little tougher sell, right?
It is, yeah. I've never been the covers guy. I've gotten those gigs before, and it, for one, I don't like the idea of reading from a binder on stage, so I don't want a music stand in front of me. But then the other side of that is I like writing my own material and spending time learning somebody else's song, which is valuable. Like I don't
Sure.
discredit the value to that. It's not what I necessarily want to spend my free time doing.
Good man. Yeah, good stuff. So the Peterborough Folk Festival is named VANCAMP Emerging Artist of the Year, and you won a songwriting contest. Um,
Yeah.
do these kind of, I'm curious because I just don't win awards. Do they make, in an old-fashioned term, do they make the phone ring?
Yeah. They do a little bit, yeah, for sure. The Peterborough Folk Festival, they've been doing an Emerging Artists Award since, oh, I think like 2001 or 2002.
Wow.
It's been a long time. The first one was Serena Ryder.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
She's from Millbrook. Yeah, she's from Millbrook, Ontario, which is just around the corner, and she won the Emerging Artist Award. Um, that definitely provided some opportunities. The biggest opportunity was going to Folk Music Ontario in October and getting to sort of network and get to know some of the art directors and most importantly, other musicians in
Hmm.
Ontario and nationally.
Hmm.
So, yes and no. I've really pushed myself to be social and network as much as possible. And so, as a result of winning the award, yes, I got more opportunities. But it's all about how you play it.
Yeah, exactly. You were at Folk Ontario last year in August?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, yeah. Folk
Oh,
Music Ontario. It was
yeah,
really
I
great.
missed you. I was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to be there this year too, again. So I don't know
Yeah.
if you are,
Are you
so
volunteering or?
I am actually. Yeah, my wife and I are
Nice.
both volunteering, and
Beautiful.
there's a new little section there that they're having this year that I was talking to Roz about. I didn't get a
Hmm.
showcase. I sure hope. Hey, if you're one of those private showcase people, hey, pick me. Anyways, so I hope that comes. But I'm going to be working with them, giving them some hand, with some stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be fun, and hopefully
Sounds like a
we'll.
great opportunity.
Yeah, I'll seek you out, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm in Peterborough and it's in Ottawa this year, so it's
Yeah,
not super far away. Definitely it's worth it to go even for a couple of days if you can.
yeah. Well, I'm coming all the way from Sault Ste. Marie, so
Woo,
yeah.
that's a trek.
Yeah, there you go. So you've written with a few name folks in the folk roots music genres like Hawksley Workman. How did those
Mhm.
kind of opportunities come around that you get to write with somebody like that?
I think that it's all just networking.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
Being yeah, being open to opportunities because you never know what something can turn into. I've been lucky that the last year and a half, especially, I've been able to be open to those opportunities to write with new people.
Hmm.
Um, just because I've had such an open schedule. But yeah, I mean, Hawksley is an awesome guy. He's got a studio in Peterborough now. So it worked out that one of his friends was aware of me and shared my music, and then he wanted to get together. So we've written just one song with another artist together. But yeah, it was a really cool experience.
Very neat. Well, there's the bottom line, right, folks? It's just if you're that hot and that good, they'll find you, won't they? So work hard on that.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's all about just I would say the biggest thing for me, the biggest thing that has given me success in whatever way that looks like I
Uh-huh.
feel like I've had some mild success lately. And that is just being open to every opportunity and just being a good person. Just trying to be a good person, right?
Well, good for you. Excellent. Yeah, that's well said. And pat on the back to your parents for that
Oh, they'll love to hear that.
for raising that young man that you are. I'm your partner, the who does the graphic design there, and the
Hmm.
illustration. Sorry, um, is she in the music business? I didn't catch that. If she was,
Kind of, yeah. She actually did the Folk Music Ontario illustration in 2023.
wow.
Um, she's done Hillside's poster this year, and
Yeah,
she's done the Peterborough Folk Festival poster 2 years in a row. So, in the sense that she's designing posters and illustrations for different festivals, yes, she is in the industry.
good for her.
But she's more of a she's doing a graphic novel, or at least has just released a graphic novel
Oh,
called
really? Good.
Astronautical.
I am a graphic novel guy.
Oh, you'd like definitely read this then. It's called
Ast
Astronautical, and it was
Astronautical?
asked yep,
Yeah.
and it was
Okay.
put out by Anik Press.
Anik Press. Okay, that's cool. Um, is that print or is that digital?
It's both.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. Hey, there's rock stars in the comic book business too.
she is a total rock star. Honestly, it's so cool to see, and it's funny the similarities between books and publishing and music.
Yes, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a crazy business. I had actually
it is.
I got a book offer contract one time to write a book
Oh,
on
sweet. Yeah, yeah.
on photography. And it was
Okay.
for I can't remember the name of the publisher, but they're the same guys that put out the For Dummies books, you know?
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And that was my first experience with any kind of entertainment contract. And let me tell you, I don't have a book today because I walked away from a $10,000 advance. How's that?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I
But
didn't.
the thing they don't tell you about advances is you got to pay it back.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
indentured slavery in that respect.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, in some senses, for sure.
yeah. Um and I'm asking you because I'm looking for that answer, but I thought maybe, yeah, this guy will know
Sure.
what's going on in the world. you got a lot of attention from the festivals and showcases and stuff like that that you've been doing. Can you
Hmm.
give any advice to anybody who is applying for these things, showcases and festivals, to maybe make your application sound a little, get a little bit more stand out? Because so far this is the new submission, right? Everybody, once upon a time when I was
Yeah.
getting in music, we used to submit this stuff to labels. Now we do it to
Yeah.
festivals. So,
Yeah.
give me, got any tips?
The biggest thing I've learned is you are your own agent.
Yes.
So act like an agent would.
Oh, well
And
said.
in that sense, what I mean is absolutely do the submission, but also you got to do the work to play in that city, to invite the
Mm,
right people to those shows. Make
mm.
sure that you are like constantly doing that kind of stuff. I know, like when I was in Kingston, I invited the folks from Skeleton Park Festival to come out and see our show, and they did. Give them a free ticket, or honestly, most of the time, you offer the ticket and then they pay you anyways.
That's nice.
You got to let people know when you're there so they can see you and they actually put a name to a face, or to put a face to a name,
Yeah.
uh, or even just some email address that they get, right? So my biggest advice is that yes, submissions are super important. Absolutely. I mean, it's part of the process, but there's more to it than that. And if you can, if you're playing locally, if you're in the area, invite the people out.
Gotcha. Good stuff. Well, there you go, folks. That's another tip that you can put into your arsenal of weapons that can hopefully get you into past the gatekeepers, as they say. All right,
Yeah.
that's
And I mean,
outstanding.
I would say like most of this is me saying what's worked for me so far. It might
Sure.
not work anymore. It might not work in a year. But it's sort of what has allowed me to play the gigs that I've played so far. So yeah, it's being your own agent is a full-time job on top of the music, on top of everything else.
Yeah, that's probably the best advice I've ever got from anybody I've asked those kind of questions to. Act like an
Oh,
agent.
fascinating.
Act like an agent. Yeah, that's great.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, outstanding. I love it. Calvin, please tell the folks where they can find out more about Van Camp, you, and socials and anything else.
Absolutely. So VanCamp is on every major streaming platform. We're on Bandcamp. I have vinyl records for sale, I think, on Bandcamp or Bandcamp as well. We're also on social media. So Instagram is at vancamp.music. We're on YouTube, Facebook, most active on Instagram. So if you want to reach out, that's where to reach out to me as well.
Outstanding. All right, Calvin from Van Camp, Calvin Bakelaar, and graphic designer, outstanding musician, incredible songwriter. And I wish you the best of luck, sir. And hopefully we'll be bumping into you. I'm going to hunt you down in October when I'm there.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I'll try to
Outs-
find you too.
Outstanding. Thank you, sir.